Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be what is manifesting in your life. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So I feel for this group, what is manifesting in your life? There's a sense that there's been a huge ending for you, karmic closure. And it's like you're reaching this point of peace, of perhaps even for some of you, rest, healing. I feel for many of you, you've come out of something that has been very difficult. You have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords, but it's a huge closure, ascension. You're rising up from these experiences or from certain, I want to say toxic or karmic energies. And it feels as though there's a complete closure to that chapter. I'm also hearing the end of fear or the letting go of fear. I also feel for some of you, it's almost like you're stepping into the energy of your higher self fully. There's an ascension or an upgrade where you're able to live and be and operate from a consciousness of this higher self. I also feel like in this next cycle and chapter, there's going to be a lot of ease and flow. Harmony is restored, like I'm seeing peace, joy, happiness. There's an elevation in your inner state that has come from letting go of this situation and processing it. And for some of you, this could have been quite a long cycle, or you've healed something and reach completion with something that was quite, I want to say arduous, where it could have been like a karmic loop, where there was a situation. This can be like a toxic relationship that keeps circling around, or a pattern of attracting something into your world that was not serving you. And it's like now, because I keep hearing it's been severed. It can't access you anymore because your energetic frequency has risen and changed so drastically. With Page of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, some of you as well are manifesting a business, or you have an idea for something you're bringing into the world in regards to business. For some of you, it could as well involve your healing abilities, your love, your wisdom that you're sharing. I just see for this group, you're in a very different energy, or you will be, and there's a sense of, I just keep hearing liberation, freedom, peace. And I feel for many of you, you've had to do a lot of healing around, I just heard the mind specifically, the mind and the emotions, but there's a sense of seeing, I can see clearly now the rain has gone. There's a sense of you were able to perceive something very clearly, or someone very clearly, and that's enabling you to let go of this energy and move forward. Because with 8 of Cups, again, you may have, with 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords, now I'm hearing that song, It's the End of the World as We Know It. You may feel like you've completely ended a cycle, or the world you once knew is gone. You've completely leveled up, outgrown it, transformed to the point that you no longer resonate with the people, things, circumstances. This is a huge spiritual awakening or upgrade energetically that changes the game for you. And with 8 of Cups and the Fool, some of you may not be taking anything from this last chapter with you. Like you may find you're manifesting changes in your life where your life is completely different. Different people, situations, energies, circumstances, different ideas. I'm hearing your thoughts are drastically different. So what you enjoy, or how you feel about yourself, how you feel about life, other people, everything may have shifted for you. And it's creating this beautiful ripple effect in every area of your life. I just heard clean slate. So for some of you as well, you may be manifesting a brand new beginning. I definitely am seeing it in career or business or something you're working on, some sort of divine download or idea you have around your career and finances. There could be some movement as well for some of you. Right, with this full energy, it could be a trip, or it could be, more permanent, like a relocation, or there's a lot of changes that are happening, and you're being gifted a fresh start in your life, and you're fully leaving this energy behind. Even the memories, when we've healed from something, but sometimes the memories still circulate, or it's still there's still an emotional residue. There's still an imprint of what we've been through or what we've experienced. I don't even see that for you. It's almost like the past is being fully cleared and cleansed on a mental level as well. I'm not saying you won't technically remember what this is, but it's not going to keep reoccurring. It's left your energy field completely. And for some of you, I feel like you've been healing or clearing out, you know, toxicity, potentially in the external world, but maybe within your own mind, like toxic beliefs, limiting beliefs, fear-based ideas and concepts. Some of you have been kind of chipping away at this energy for a long time, and it's like now you're reaching a point where you can let it go completely and move forward. You may look and seem very or drastically different to those who interact with you because you have changed so much. If someone were to see you from this past cycle, it's like you would be unrecognizable to them. And it's like the way you're living, it's more like living as the spirit, as the higher self. So you may find the ways you entertained yourself before, or the things that filled your life on a more practical level, you know, the habits, the things you would watch or read or consume, even the career, the people, you may all of a sudden, you know, there's people that go through huge awakenings and all of a sudden, you know, they no longer like their favorite things, locations, people. It's like they completely are transformed. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm not saying this awakening has been overnight. I feel like this process has potentially been going on for some time, but it's like you're reaching that breakthrough where you fully elevate, where there's no ties anymore to the past, to fear, to karmic energies, and it's enabling you to elevate your life. You have Lemurian egg, rest, reintegration of divine potentials. Because you've closed so many doors and cleared so much energy, there's all these potentials that are coming in for you now that were not available previously. And I feel like, and this is why I feel for this group, it's like you're manifesting a brand new life in all areas. One that feels truly aligned with you at a soul level. For some of you, you've gone through this initiation, stepping into this higher self energy so that you can bring something into form. A business, a project, something that you have, you know, a talent or gift for. And it's like certain changes or shifts had to happen first for you to be prepared or ready for this. But I'm getting rest as well. So what you're manifesting in your life currently at the point of listening to this reading is more rest, where you can feel safe again, replenished, where you actually feel healed. Because sometimes when we're in the thick of a healing process, our energy can still, you know, we may still be thinking about it a lot, or we're still pulled in this direction. Whereas for this group, I feel like it's completely released. And with 10-10, you've closed out a huge cycle. You have healing, gentleness of love, realignment, transformation. And look at this hands-on healing. For some of you, and when I see these swans, it makes me think of harmonious connections, right? So you could be manifesting as well connections with people who are also healed, who show up in a higher frequency where there's balance, love, peace, reciprocity. I'm getting really harmonious energies coming into your world. With healing though, some of you have healed yourselves, but you may be a healer. And this business or project that you're working on could be linked to healing, you know, mind, body, spirit. I think some of you may have a gift in that field or in that area. You have restructure, identifying, reframing, enhancing. Again, I feel like you've had certain epiphanies, or you've had to shift your perception around certain experiences or events that kept unfolding. And I feel like now there's a knowing. There's a knowing, number one, of what happened, why things transpired. I just said as well, there's a knowing of what's your energy versus someone else's, because it's sitting on the 10 of Wands. And I feel for some of you, you may resonate with being an empath, or someone that, again, is highly sensitive, healing, you know, quite spiritual, but you may have had a tendency to take on other people's stuff or other people's energy. And it's like now, it's like they're not able to kind of put that energy on you or confuse or baffle you about who you are and what you want and deserve. Now you have clarity. Yeah, look, you have rest with rest. Replenish and release guilt. You're coming into such a beautiful energy and a time of just peace, tranquility. It's like you've come out of the storm. They're showing me that someone who's been in a battle and they've come out of that battle's ended, it's over. I just heard the war is over, metaphorically speaking. It's like now you can replenish your energy. I feel for this group, you're actually a deeply peaceful, loving soul, but you may have felt like your circumstances in the past didn't reflect that. You may have been around people that were not loving, that were not peaceful. You could have interacted with those who, again, were either negative or low vibrational in some way, had some negative attributes, energies, traits. And it's like now I'm hearing, it's almost like a swan that was around a different species, right? Like a swan that's around ducks that are kind of squabbling. And then it's like, oh, I can find, I've found those who are in sync with me. And again, obviously we are all one. I'm just using that as a metaphor, but there's a sense of finding kindred spirits, those who have a similar soul frequency and those who desire similar things. They desire peace, joy, communion. There's not this sense of competition. It's like leaving behind situations and people and circumstances that are egoic and based on the ego, on competition and fear and scarcity, and meeting soul tribe or soul family at a higher frequency. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. I just heard letting go. You're completely letting go, surrendering and trusting spirit. You're specifically letting go of the past. And for some of you, I feel like that may have taken some time, but it's like now you see clearly as well in regards to wisdom. You have gained and mastered the lesson. You understand what the purpose was. You know what it was there to teach and guide you toward. And it's like now you're ready to move ahead. You also have deep cellular healing. Some of you may resonate as well with being a starseed. So you may have felt in the past kind of like that swan analogy that you were like, you were just very different. You didn't fit into the environments you were in. Whereas now it's like you're attracting in, for example, the work, the connections, the lifestyle, the habits that truly resonate with you. So Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Again, for a lot of you, I feel like you've already gone through this, but you could be at the tail end because I do see a lot of rest, a lot of meditation, definitely being in flow state. Some of you have a gift. This business could be linked to hands-on healing or channeling energy, because I was seeing that here and here, or you could do something. This business could involve something that you do with your hands. But I was just getting, some of you are gifted healers or you have certain abilities. So this could be like a Reiki business or some sort of business that helps shift the frequencies, shift energies around you. You have happiness. Yeah, I'm just hearing it's time to be, I keep hearing that song, I think it's from the 80s, Everybody's Free to Feel Good, but that's what I'm getting. It's like anything that was tiring, I didn't mean to say tiring you, but yeah, anything that was depleting you, you may be letting go of as well, but anything that was anchoring or tying your consciousness to a lower vibration, you've cut out or you're in the process of clearing out. And not just, literal people. I feel like for some of you, you may have overcome, habits. I was trying to say patterns and habits that were either addictive or were toxic in some way, didn't serve your highest good. You may have really cleaned up. I keep seeing someone cleaning up their lifestyle where they're doing a lot of meditation, they're in nature, they're eating really healthy whole foods, they're just taking wonderful care of themselves. They're not watching or consuming shows or content that, leaves them feeling depleted or plays with their mind, toys with their mind. I just see you in this really beautiful flow state and feeling really aligned with spirit. And your final card is inner peace. Exactly. And I feel this is what you've attained, right? Inner peace is one of the highest, other than full enlightenment, peace is one of the highest frequencies you can be in and embody. And it's like you've come out of the chaos, right? There was a level of dysfunction, or maybe even the people around you, the energies around you, even a work environment may have been chaotic, but it's like now it's smooth sailing. I'm not saying you will never have a challenge or a disappointment, but I just feel the way things are going to happen for you, it's going to give you more peace of mind, clarity, and a full understanding of why your story has unfolded the way it has. Again, I keep seeing some sort of, for some of you, a healing business or some sort of idea you have around career. I do feel for some of you, this could be something new with that Page of Swords, a brand new idea that Spirit is inspiring you to move toward and prompting you toward. But I just see in general, it's like all aspects of your life in the physical world are going to feel aligned to who you really are on a soul level. I don't see you around, you know, conflicting energies so much, or energies that are there to test you karmically. Instead, there's a sense of, okay, like I've met my tribe, I've found, or I'm creating, you know, a career path that really aligns with me. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. I feel for this group, what's manifesting in your life is boss energy, right? Really coming into your power and not being afraid, I'm hearing, to shine your light, or to really showcase who you are, what you're about. I just see there's a sense there could have been a fear of being seen, of being vulnerable, because I keep looking at this, you know, this coat and this hood, and it's like you're taking it off. Right? So people can see you very clearly. For some of you, you've done a lot of work on, I'm hearing mental healing the mind of limiting beliefs, self-talk, self-concept work. And it's like you're coming into a time now with the World and the Emperor. This is the energy of the world is my oyster. Or there's something as well with the Hermit about divine timing and things being aligned for you to move ahead, to put something out there, to create. But for this group, you have very strong leadership energy, whether that involves self-employment, whether it involves, you know, a leadership position. I just see you have so much, you're going to be in a space of having so much energy and passion and power that, you know, anything is really possible for you. I'm hearing that song. Was it by Ellie Goulding? Anything Could Happen? That's what I'm getting, is like you're reaching this precipice of internal power and strength and confidence where perhaps things that you once thought were impossible or that you wouldn't be able to achieve or create, it's like now you're realizing you can do it. Now there's a sense of, oh no, I can get through this, or I can, you know, step into these higher levels of consciousness. You're also going to be showing up in a more, I almost said abundant way. So also you're manifesting a lot more abundance in your life, but it's tied to this project, business pursuit, leadership position for some of you. For some of you, it could be a promotion, but you're definitely leveling up in a big way. And that level of confidence, like and it's funny we have that Sunstone as well, but I just feel this immense confidence and fire in it's almost in the solar plexus where I feel lit up. And for some of you, there could have been something you wanted to do or something you've been working toward, developing or working toward, nurturing within yourself, certain attributes, healing. And it's like now you're ready. The gates are open. There's something about divine timing here as well, though. I do feel you may have had to overcome some battles or heal and clear some energies before you were ready for this. I'm hearing specifically clearing fear, but some of you have had to heal and have successfully healed a wound around being seen, being vulnerable. I just heard persecution for some of you in a past life. When you took center stage, there could have been, you know, repercussions or certain things that were still frightening you subconsciously. I feel for this group, you've always been a really powerful soul, and you may have had past lifetimes that were similar to this one in the sense of, I'm hearing speaking your truth, putting yourself out there. You have almost like a warrior energy, very strong, but not warrior in the sense of, you know, always being involved in battle and conflict, but there's just an intensity, a heat to your energy. Some of you could be a fire. I get really strong fire and air. We do have Virgo here as well, but I'm getting, you come off with this Emperor energy, regardless of gender. And there's a sense at times people could almost be thrown off by your power and by your strength, or there could be an element of intimidation. And obviously when someone feels intimidated by your energy, there can be an attempt at leveling you, right? Like bringing you down to their level, or bringing you down to what they consider normal, bring you down to earth. And there's a sense that you were meant to be grand. Some of you, you're meant to bring something really big to the collective with the world. Some of you may have a level of success or fame or recognition where it's internationally based, or you have, for example, a business or a leadership position where you are working with those in, you know, different countries, different locations. I just see you in this really powerful energy. And in the past, I feel like for many of you, you've always had this vision. You're definitely a visionary, a leader, but there could have been, again, subconscious blocks or fears or doubts that made it difficult to bring it to form, or there may have been a part of you that didn't believe you could do this. Didn't fully, you know, have the faith that you could do this or the confidence. And there's something that's shifting now where it's really manifesting, or your ability to manifest your dreams is at a new level, and your ability to receive recognition for it. Not that that's the motive, but there's a sense of really being seen because you've cleared beliefs that kind of, I don't want to say shut down your energy field, but kept it smaller. We have inner child attunement, go within, listen, loving parenting. This is what I feel you've done for yourself. You've healed some of these energies. You've let go of frequencies that don't serve you. You've really stepped into your own power and your own potential. And for some of you, you've had to build yourself up. You may not have had a lot of support during this process or through this process of self-actualization. But it's like there's a level of independence and power that you've developed and cultivated because of this journey. Yeah, I just heard solo journey. And it's funny, we have the number 1 here. So for some of you, you may have not had a lot of support with the Hermit, the World, and the Emperor. This can also represent being single or just needing to really rely on self. For some of you, part of your life lesson involves independence, self-empowerment, sharing your voice. There could have been past life karmic patterns such as codependency, or, for example, you've had incarnations where you were often, you know, partnered, right? Where you were reliant on another. And in this lifetime, it's about you really owning your space, not being afraid to take up space, share your voice, be in this energy. You have awakening with the 4 of Swords. Some of you have done a tremendous amount of meditation, introspection, know who you are, DNA activation. But can you see the illumination around the mind? And I was hearing a lot of the healing was on a mental level, healing certain beliefs or ideas you had about yourself, your life, what's possible. And it's like you've broken through, I want to say, the matrix or any type of limitation you had on your world and on your life. And it's like, now you're ready. I also feel, I just heard really grounded as well. We have the red here. So some of you have done some work on that root chakra to help you feel more grounded and to help you move ahead on your path. And I feel like that has and is helping you on your spiritual journey as well, because you're feeling, there's like this renewed sense of confidence. You have inner earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Now I'm hearing I will survive. There's a sense here for many of you, you know, that strength and fortitude we receive when we go through many challenges, especially when we haven't always got others to lean on, but just in general. It's like when I've been through, you know, the fire, metaphorically speaking, or I've been through that maze and these experiences, there's a level of empowerment that translates into our career, our confidence, and that's what's showing up. For some of you, you may have really been put through your paces, or you've had a lot of challenges in preparation for this to get you ready for this role, for the next level, essentially. Because it's like you can't be this lit up, this confident, this empowered, and not have it reflected in the physical world, not have it show up in all areas. I just heard finances specifically. So for a lot of you, through this level up, you're manifesting a huge increase in your finances through, I feel for many of you, a leadership position, whether that's, you know, being a boss, being, you know, higher up, CEO, you could be getting a promotion, which is bringing more income, but I just see that happening for you. And then you have star family. You're part of a team of souls, call in support. And that's what I feel as well. For some of you, you may have had to walk this path alone, or there could have been definite periods where you were alone walking this path, but it's like now you've attained this level of independence. It's like you've mastered those karmic lessons. I'm seeing like it shifting from the south node into the north node. There were karmic patterns or lessons that you have graduated from. And for some of you, now you're manifesting soul family, soulmate energy, those who can serve as a support on your journey, those who can match your frequency, help to guide you into this next role or into this next chapter. And these are individuals as well, I feel, who are very empowered, confident. They could be, because I'm getting very strong go-getter energy, right? Where you're really building, you're really putting yourself out there. There's no holding back. And that's what's creating this huge rush of energy and momentum. It could be as well that you meet some of these people through this position. Some of you may literally be on the internet, or there's something you're building where it's like an online platform, business, because I see it being international, or there's the potential for it to be international. The other oracle you have is past life healing, letting go of anger, forgiveness, and with that eagle, I'm getting eagle eye view. But again, there was a lot of past life patterns that you had to heal or clear in this life for you to be able to live your highest potential, for you to live your purpose. And I feel like you've done that. You've graduated. You're in this brand new energy. But for some of you, this could have been a very dark process. And there could have been a sense of, I keep hearing, not having support or people not understanding what you were going through or your journey. I feel for some of you, this new level of empowerment and energy you're in, you may have had to leave people behind. There could have been connections that just weren't at that level, or they weren't able to meet you there. So you had to kind of walk your own path independently. You could have, with past life healing sitting above as well, the Knight of Cups, you could have also, part of this growth could have come in the form of karmic connections or karmic meetings that were designed to bring up some of these emotions. And perhaps these are individuals that you needed to forgive because of unresolved situations in the past. I keep hearing persecution as well. So there's a sense of overcoming that fear of persecution or healing from a past life or experience that involved that. And that's why your throat, because I feel like your throat chakra is really powerful now, and your root chakra. You're feeling very strong, very safe, very confident. Or you will be coming into this energy. Yeah, show yourself. Vulnerability, self-worth, feminine healing. But see, look, both these depictions, there's this cape and this hood. And it's like they keep showing me you taking your cape off. For some of you, there may have been a fear to show, and even here you can see, it's not a hood, but it's like it's revealed now. You're being fully seen. For some of you, there could be a gift or an idea that you've had, a vision that you wanted to bring into the world, but it was still hidden. It was cloaked. And for some of you, there is an element of divine timing. There's something about the universal and collective energies right now where it's time for this. And that's why you're feeling that rush or that confidence or that empowered go-getter energy. But for others of you, I also feel there's a sense here of I'm hearing coming into your own and not being afraid with vulnerability and feminine healing, not being afraid to receive. Some of you may have crossed into hyper independence as you were kind of going through this journey, and now you're balancing that independence with reciprocity when those connections are really aligned. But yeah, with bleeding heart, I'm hearing the bleeding heart from other lifetimes. So again, for some of you, you've really cleared and cleansed past life karma, past life trauma, experiences that were, active in your energy field, but they weren't serving you. And you have thriving. And when I see this giraffe, it's almost that energy of rising above or seeing above past limitations or past blocks, right? It's like now you have this wide expanse, anything's possible. But for many of you with the world and the emperor, you're really here to be seen or be a boss in some, really own your power. That's a theme for this lifetime, is empowerment. And I just heard the phrase self-expression. So it could also involve, speaking up or leading others, guiding others. And yeah, your final card, abundance. You definitely have a lot more abundance coming to you, but it obviously comes through you being more visible. You putting yourself out there. Again, some of you, I feel like it could be on the internet or there's a lot of people viewing you. you know, or it could be, you know, if we're talking about a more traditional career, it could be that you're managing a lot of people, or there's a lot of people looking up to you, but there's something about your energy being instrumental to what you're doing. Like you're the guide, you're the leader, you're the mentor. I just get a really strong energy. And it's like all this fire you've lit within yourself, you spark other people now, not in a toxic way, but in a good way where you ignite them, right? When they're around you, they feel anything's possible. They feel motivated. That passion is really strong within you. And I feel like that's part of your destiny as well, because I feel like everywhere you go, you light the place up, you light that room up. And it's really powerful energy. But you may have had to really learn to master this, because I feel like you've always had a really strong energy field, but perhaps you've had certain karmic situations that helped you to anchor in this energy, irrespective of how what people think of it or how they respond to you, not kind of taking that on. And I feel like this is a level of self-confidence where you're not even remotely concerned with what other people think of you. Just fully authentically yourself, owning your power. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 3. The first message I heard for you is you receive visions and downloads from the divine, and I'm getting like a creative visionary or someone that has really profound insights coming from spirit. Now, with paradigm shift as well, in terms of your individual journey and process, I feel like you're going through, you may be seeing more clearly than you ever have, right? You may have a very clear vision of where you're going and what you're here to do in regards to your purpose. I just see, it's almost like they're showing me like having, what do you call it? Like a blindfold over the eyes, and then it falls and you can see everything now. Maybe not everything, but you can see a lot more clearly, or you are aware of aspects of your journey or your vision that you weren't previously. And it's like being ready to move forward with that. I also feel there's something about what you channel from the divine and what you're going to create that is, with paradigm shift, it changes the game for other people. It changes the game for the collective. It could be something very unique or very original, or you could be providing a level of spiritual truth or illumination that changes the way they perceive reality. You may be helping others see clearly, essentially. What's happened for you on your spiritual path and on your journey, you may be kind of removing those blindfolds for others, awakening them, turning the light back on. With paradigm shift though, I feel like you yourself have gone through many, transformations, initiations. I'm hearing for some of you, you may literally have prophetic dreams, or you have, I keep hearing it's like your thoughts or downloads you get from spirit, from the divine, come straight from God, come straight from, whatever you believe in, the higher realms, higher consciousness, the universe. I'm just seeing someone that is so in sync with the divine. And I feel like for many of you, your life purpose involves channeling something from spirit that you bring into physical form. And again, I keep seeing the ripple effect that's going to have on the collective. Especially with violet amethyst, your third eye could be wide open. I also feel for many of you, you're highly creative. So this could also come in the form of a project, or you may have a creative gift or ability that ties into this. Something around self-expression. It could be like writing, painting, just creativity in general. You're very in sync. I just keep hearing as well, you're ready. There's a sense that now you're ready. For some of you as well, with 3 of Wands and Temperance, you may be receiving an idea around healing, but this would be like a new healing modality. This would be something, or this would be working as a healer in a way that others haven't previously, or you having very distinct abilities, whether creative or spiritually. There's a sense of it hasn't been done before. I'm getting Aquarian energy. We also have Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus. But strong fire here with this King of Wands. There's a sense of you, I'm hearing trust your vision as well. Because I feel like for this next chapter, for things to manifest and shift in your life, you have a really strong vision that's carrying you into it, right? And with that Hierophant, you may be recognized as, I just said creative genius, but also a visionary. Like people may recognize you as such. And they're going to recognize as well your individuality. There's something about how you do it that's different to anyone else or that stands out. And this could also pertain as well to your personal attributes. Perhaps you stand out in terms of your, you know, this could be appearance, the way you speak, the way you do things is so distinct that it almost can't be ignored. But I'm getting it's like a green light for moving ahead with your dreams, with your creative expression. I just feel like it's time. And you have the last cloak. Release old identities, magnificence realized. So again, with paradigm shift, it's like you've released any illusions of self, illusions of reality, even identities you were holding on to, like certain attributes you believed about yourself, but you may have outgrown or they may have never been yours to begin with. I just see you shedding old skin to make room for this. And you see the portal around the heart here as well. And you see this light bulb. But I feel like you're turning on the lights for other people, or you're helping awaken them, or you're helping to spark that inspiration within them. Because I feel like anyone that comes in contact with you or even your work, it's like they feel lit up. It's like it opens a portal to their heart, right? Where they feel love, they feel inspiration. I just heard admiration as well. So you may find as well a lot of people either look up to you or take inspiration from what you do and how you live your life. I'm hearing as well, like your individuality. You may also be leaving people feeling as though it's okay to be different. Like I don't have to have this veil over myself. I can be who I am. I can share my attributes, even if, you know, they may not be understood by everyone, or even if it makes other people uncomfortable, I can be comfortable in my own self-expression. I just hope for some of you could also be advocating for those. I just heard advocating for, you know, diversity, acceptance, love, compassion. There's something about your energy and the way you are or will be living your life that may be seen as a little bit radical, or because you may be slightly rebellious, or you're going with paradigm shift. I'm getting you may be going against the grain of, you know, the collective consciousness of most people's conceptions and ego-based philosophies. The way you're doing something or the way you're expressing yourself is very distinct. And I feel like that's also having an effect on other people and what they believe is possible for themselves. You also have Tree of Life, Circles of Life, Clear Energies Channel. Again, you're definitely a channel and a conduit for the divine. But for this group, I feel like there's a lot of diversity in what some of you are doing. Like some of you, through your communication, may be advocates, or, you know, very much, I'm getting humanitarian energy, really going after equality and compassion for all, these higher ideals. Some of you, I feel like, could be singers, writers, artists. Some of you are spiritually illuminated. You're bringing in perhaps even like a new healing modality, or the way you go about healing and teaching about healing is very distinct. But there's something about shining your light and sharing your energy that it changes the game for people. And I'm hearing people may meet you and feel like, I've never met someone like that before. And that it's almost like it stays in their mind because they're not really sure what to make of your energy. So then they start digging deeper, and that in itself triggers a spiritual awakening. That's what I'm getting. There's something, your energy field is very, you may be unique or have unusual attributes on a physical level. For example, you could have, you know, in terms of your appearance, you could have an attribute that's very unique, or your skills, your talent, how you express yourself is also unique. But it's also your literal energy field. It's almost like I'm hearing, I've never felt energy like this before, or I've never met someone like this before. They don't know what to make of it. Whale and Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Yeah, it's like sharing your voice, or sharing, what's that saying? Don't die with the music still in you, or something like that. Like make sure you let that music out, your gifts out, you express yourself. And that's what I feel for you. And with diving deep, I feel like you've already done that. And that's why Spirit is saying you're ready. But there's something about specifically your individuality, or the unique ways you express yourself, that it almost sparks something inside of others where they're like, oh, I want to create authentically. It's like seeing say someone's a singer, right? A musician, but their style of music is very unusual. They have a very unusual voice where it may not fit. I'm not saying it's very talented, but it's like you can't box it in. It makes no sense. Not no sense, but it breaks the mold. You can't compare it to anything. That's what I'm getting and it doesn't have to be singing per se. It could be anything. It could be even a writer that comes up with a book idea that's so original that, people don't, do I like it? Do I not? What is this? I've never read anything like this before. But then it's like it captures their heart. And it inspires them because it may not fit the mold. Even if we're talking like standards of, beauty or even fashion sense. It's like something that's beautiful, but it's like unique, or it's, no one's put that outfit together in that way. There's something like that. Very Aquarian. And your next card, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. There's something about your life purpose and your true north involves standing out or doing things differently, breaking the matrix, breaking the mold with paradigm shift. And it's like, as you kind of shine, it liberates others that their differences are beautiful, right? It's like getting rid of that cookie cutter ideal where, we all live in the same way. We all think the same way. We all want the same things. It's also making me think of social pressures. For example, oh, you should be married by this age, or you should be, and then you should buy a house, or you should work a traditional career. And I'm seeing someone who, doesn't want to get married, is, likes being a free spirit. Perhaps they live a nomadic lifestyle as a creative. There's just a sense of you living outside the bounds of what other people consider normality, but perhaps what they think is possible. And especially for those of you who resonate with being creatives or healers, there's something really unique around what you do or what you're going to bring into form. And it's like, it's almost like the divine is saying, don't be afraid to stand out or share your light or share this energy, because that's what's most inspiring and motivating to other people. That's what's going to help them, feel confident in their own individuality. You also have Goddess Spiral, rites of passage, dreams, support. Again, I feel like you have prophetic dreams, or you get direct visions when it comes to your creativity and your gifts from spirit. I know for this group, it hasn't fully been on topic, but it's kind of, in terms of what are you manifesting in your life? You're manifesting a lot of success being your individual, unique, brilliant self. I also feel like there's a really strong energy of you being divinely led. It's like your life is so in sync with the divine that it may, because I'm seeing like a divine artist or a divine rebel where they march to the beat of their own drum. I get such strong Aquarius energy or Aquarian energy in this group. Maybe even Sagittarius, but they march to the beat of their own drum. They break tradition. They live in a way, you're manifesting a life where you have complete fulfillment, being who you truly are and living in a way that's authentic to you, irrespective of what anyone else thinks. And then that's going to have a ripple effect and inspire other people. It makes me think of, like, for example, the individuals that came up with tiny homes, right? And now living in that way, or van life, like maybe not came up with it, but, made it kind of trendy or more popular. It's like bringing in something that changes the game in terms of tradition. Or like I was saying with an artist, someone that brings in a form of music or a form of expression, or a book idea that's so original, breaks the mold. There's no comparison because no one's ever, read or listened to anything like it. Yeah, confirmation, creativity, self-expression, life is your canvas. Yeah, and it's like the way you live. I see you living as an artist where every moment is, every moment is beautiful, but it's like you're living in the flow state. You're not planning in the present moment. You're not planning 30 years from now, or what should I do? Or what does society think I should do? Or what would the voice of fear tell me to do? And that's part of what I feel could be inspiring or liberating others. For some of you, part of your mission is to just showcase how you live, right? Like, for example, if you live in a way that's a little more nomadic or unconventional, you could be blogging about it, or what do you call it? Vlog? Doing, videos about your life, your lifestyle, your values. There's something about how you live that's in complete opposition to the matrix or tradition in some way. But it's like it turns on the light for other people. They feel illuminated. There's something about divine timing, because I just read here with this card, patience, and I keep hearing you may have had to be patient to bring certain visions to life or for things to really come into alignment for you, but it's like the time is now. I see you being in this energy or this place of wanting to fly, wanting to soar, wanting to take action. And your other card is simplicity, sitting on the Hierophant. For some of you, you could be, it's funny, I was mentioning like tiny homes and whatnot, but I'm also getting this energy with this simplicity of almost like minimalism or moving in opposition to, I want to say, I just saw 1414, which obviously breaks down to a 5, so changes. You may live in a way where there's a lot of, it's simple in nature. The focus is not material wealth or material abundance, or you may be bringing in new ideas with the Hierophant that make people rethink what holds value, because I'm getting almost an energy that's, I want to say anti-consumerism, right? So it could be, you know, living in a way that's more minimalistic or frugal, or, you know, considering the impact on the environment, on equality. I get this really strong energy of you are doing or creating something or living in a way that plants the seeds for a new earth, in a sense, where it's based on balance, flow, true wealth, which is inner abundance, right? Connection with the divine, you know, living in a way that feels authentic. The focus isn't on acquisition or following societal or cultural norms. And I feel like this is true for you in every area of your life. Like you may be working in a way that's unconventional or nomadic, or, you know, you have your own schedule, you follow, there's less restrictions, living in a way where you're free, and it may be promoting certain ideals. And you can be free even in a 9 to 5, right? It's an inner state of consciousness, but you may be promoting certain ideals or sharing your life in such a way, or your creativity in such a way that it ignites within others this new seed of consciousness, this new potential. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. I'm hearing for this group, you may have dealt with people in the past who were either deceptive or their energy was very much veiled, right? Or masked. You weren't able to get a clear grasp on their energy. This is kind of off topic, but that's just what just came through. And it was designed, I'm hearing, to strengthen your psychic sight. For some of you, I feel like you have the ability to see orbs, with orbs of light, see orbs, see auric fields. There's something about your psychic sight that's strengthening right now. So what you're manifesting into your life is, I want to say, a cleansing with this smoky quartz. It makes me think of cleansing or clearing the energy. It could be linked to a deceptive person or betrayals of the past, energies that kind of threw you from the past. But I also feel it's like your spiritual gifts, your psychic sight, your ability to read and perceive people's true intentions. I'm also getting telepathy. For some of you, you may find that you're more telepathic. You can pick up on people's subconscious thoughts, feelings, beliefs. Like their energy may, if someone is thinking or feeling something, it's like that idea pops into your head and into your mind. There's just this sense of your spiritual gifts being enhanced. And part of that is this purification process, because you've cleansed and purified certain energies that perhaps were obscuring, you know, I want to say obscuring the light or not fully reflecting who these people were. Yeah, I feel like you've had karmic situations that were designed to strengthen your psychic sight and perception. But I feel like that chapter and phase is over. With the King of Cups and the Chariot, some of you could be water signs, or you may have water prominent in your chart. We do have Aries here as well, but I just get a really watery, I feel for this group, you may be a healer, or you just have really angelic, I'm hearing angelic light codes. Your frequency is very angelic, beautiful, pure is what I want to say. But I feel like for many of you, now I'm seeing the depiction of Jesus. Yeah, I'm getting that energy of, I don't want to say persecuted to that degree, but it's the sense of your energy. I'm seeing a beautiful, kind-hearted, angelic soul, right, that comes to help humanity. But perhaps they've dealt with these energies, right, that don't really match the frequency that you embody, right, that healing light. Now, sometimes this energy is drawn here because these individuals are in need of healing, but it's like a shift happening where you're moving away from attracting this type of energy, or those who are not ready or able to heal, I shouldn't say not able, they're able, but they're not at a consciousness where they either want to heal or they're fully capable of introspection and coming into this frequency. You're going from perhaps being around those who are not really in alignment with your frequency to those who are receptive to your energy. So it could be, and I'm hearing like this could be energies as well where you have to pour into these individuals because they don't have that love, or they don't have access to the love within themselves to give it back into connections that are based on reciprocity. That's the shift I'm seeing as well. But huge upgrades in your spiritual gifts and abilities. Those of you who are healers or work as a healer, I feel like that could lead to huge expansion in regards to your career, your business, your pursuits, because I just see you operating on like the next level. It's really powerful energy. Some of you as well, not only seeing energy and auric fields, but you could work with your hands in the sense of chakra healing and balancing, Reiki, any type of kinesiology, any type of body work I'm seeing very strongly for you. Even those of you, say you're a massage therapist, there will be energy transmitted through that massage. You have fire of transformation, radical purification, violet flame, surrendering, resurrection. Yeah, some of you have been put in the metaphorical fire with this Phoenix energy, especially through certain relationships. And it may have felt, the bit I was saying, like I'm seeing like this earth angel, but then it's like you're around really dense, dark frequencies or people that operate from that level of consciousness. And you may feel like, why do I keep attracting this? Or what is going on? And Spirit is coming in confirming part of these experiences were designed as catalysts, right? Because I feel like your spiritual gifts are greatly enhanced, especially around that heart chakra. Yeah, look at the gold illuminating from the heart. Your spiritual gifts and who you are have been enhanced from some of these challenges. I feel for some of you, you're also starseeds, and you may find the earth and human life difficult to say the least, but kind of you may have had to go through challenges to try to understand how humans think and live, how the ego operates, because I feel like you're a being that comes from really high frequencies. I feel like you are a starseed, you come from higher dimensions, and you may operate from unconditional love and compassion. So you may not have understood, for example, deception. I'm hearing some of you reside from a place where telepathy is used, for example, which is why you have the gifts of telepathy. So it could be really difficult for you to understand why people lie to each other, right? Or why they try to manipulate. You may have been very spiritually naive, right? Where you're not, at a soul level, you're not exposed to these types of energy. So sometimes we may experience or connect with these types of individuals. So we understand, this is what's happening, or kind of get the lay of the land of how people operate to fully step into your power. For some of you, definitely as a healer, magician, priestess, you have those frequencies. Depths of love, let go of fear to jump into love, let go beyond attachments. I also think you've been learning really, perhaps for some of you, harsh lessons about what love is and what it isn't. You have egoic love where it's, and look, 10-10, you've closed out this cycle. You have egoic love that's it's more about what you can get, right? The ego is always thinking, what can I gain? Or what does this person have for me? Whereas the soul gives, right? It operates from the energy of how can I share my love? How can I share this energy? So I feel for some of you could have had quite karmic or toxic connections. And now through healing, through personal growth, you're in this energy of being able to, with let go beyond attachments, unconditional true love is never based on attachment, right? It's always based on freedom. So I feel like you've mastered unconditional love within your own being. And I feel like you are always a loving soul, but you understand how to perhaps nurture this energy in connections and how to spot people who are able to reciprocate, who come from this place of love, joy. So yeah, you're definitely manifesting beautiful connections if they haven't entered your life, with those who are emotionally available, who are able to meet you where you're at spiritually, mentally, energetically. And I feel like that's changing the game for you as well. Could be like an end of karmic situations or a karmic chapter. With the Four of Cups, we have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transition, activation. You have a lot going on in your, your light body, but your energy field, because I was getting light codes, energetic signatures. I just saw an orb of light as I said that. I swear some of you are very clairvoyant, where you literally see people's auras, energy field. You can see where there's energy stuck, what they need to do to heal or cleanse the energy. And with transmission and activation, there's something about karmic situations that have actually leveled you up spiritually, but it may not have felt that way, obviously, in the moment when you're going through this, but it's like it initiated you. And that's why Spirit is saying, if you ever look back and think with judgment, why did this happen to me? Like, why did people treat me this way? Or why did these experiences play out? Spirit is saying it was part of this spiritual destiny. And again, I feel like you're very much a starseed and you operate at much higher levels of consciousness. So you may have had to work to really understand, you know, how humans operate. Like, I'm seeing like a starseed that comes in and they're just like, what is going on here? Like, they're seeing, you know, war and, you know, negativity and manipulation. It's like, why are they doing this? And you're so tuned in and telepathic, that way of living, you can see the destruction, right? But most people can't see it. They can't see that they're destroying Mother Earth. They can't see they're destroying each other and themselves. Because whenever you destroy someone else, you're destroying a part of self, right? There's a sense here of you seeing very clearly, but you had to acclimatize to 3D, to that density, so that you know the lay of the land to help bring people up to the 5D. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So some of you may resonate with being a Pleiadian starseed. I'm also getting like water planets like Mintaka, or I'm getting ancient Lemuria, Atlantis. You may have a connection as well. I'm seeing like mermaids, fairies, like elementals. But I just feel, again, it's like you bring this higher frequency into the world. And even those people that treat you that way, right? With the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords energy, those who operate from fear, you know, who may not be in the most positive vibrations, even if they act a certain way toward you, you've still had an effect on them, right? Just because they may not have been able to reciprocate or fully get on the path of healing and growth doesn't mean it didn't plant a seed in their consciousness. Some of what you're here to do is just to bring in these frequencies. And it's like, as you move through the world, that's planting seeds or helping them cultivate that energy within themselves subconsciously. So for some of you, you may not have received much recognition or thanks for some of the growth and the change that you've initiated in other people, but it has been a product of your energy. You have Akasha, strip back and simplify, look to your origins. Yeah, I'm hearing specifically starseed origins, because it's like, as you get to know yourself at a soul level and, you know, the different constellation and system you come from, it's like, it makes sense why you are the way you are, right? It makes some of the differences or the ways you may have had difficulty operating in this world. You're like, oh, that's why. And it makes sense why you've attracted in certain people or experiences to help you grow into this awareness. Yeah, you also have resurrection twice, because you had it here. I think purification is twice. Yeah, you have purification and resurrection twice. And that's what I was saying. Some of these trials were designed in a way to purify you, not purify, initiate you. Right? They were serving as catalysts to step into this energy, especially with that Smokey quartz, which is also, yeah, oh my God, I looked down, purification. So you have purification 3 times. It's like through, and it's specifically that heart chakra, because you see the golden light that's illuminating through the heart. And it's something about when we have certain, say, disappointments in love or heart, not even love, friendship, family, in connection, where our heart has been broken. Once it heals and kind of comes back to form, to expression, we're more able to sustain that light, right? It actually becomes stronger through the loss or through the heartbreak. So you could have gone through situations that were baffling or felt very unfair for the beautiful, kind, loving soul you are. But Spirit's saying it was designed, number one, to help build your energy field, because there's something really powerful about your light, your energy, your frequency that you're here to bring and share with others. And with purification as well, I feel like you are, some of you could also have certain shamanic abilities. You are a transmuter of energy. But in order to help guide other people into this, you need to be able to do this within yourself. And with this sunflower, I keep seeing as well the color yellow. So it's making me think of bringing people back to joy, bringing the light back in, helping them process darkness, fear, these vibrations, and transmuting it. But part of how you do that is just moving through the world as yourself, as who you are. I do see you bringing in connections though with those that can receive that unconditional love, that can access it. And you also have here focus. Yeah, with purification and focus as well, I'm feeling like now I'm focusing above the magician. There is this energy of, you know, perhaps now you're ready, or there's something that you're focusing on creating or manifesting in your life. Specifically, I feel around your life purpose, around career, that you're ready for because of these trials and tribulations, because of these karmic situations or lessons. There is a sense that, okay, now I understand, now I see the bigger picture, now I'm ready. I also think just your energy field, right? Your light body has expanded to a level where it can really be of greater service. And I'm hearing you're here, just you being on this planet and gracing this planet with your energy, with your light, is healing and cathartic for others. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.